Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokić loves to pass. He said an assist makes two people happy instead of just one. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokić said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him one of a kind in this league, Kevin.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Yao. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Carter. Then it's Jones. And it's Kuzi in at the guard position. And for the Hawks, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Jokić in at the center position. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and five-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel. But you're right, it takes a toll. But players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Jones. Takes a shot at the elbow. Buries the jump shot.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
Here's Gavin. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Dončić. The three. Second chance shot. And Jokić lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Kuzi. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Denver.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Anthony on the wing. Jacks up a three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Kuzi. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jaren, he's off on that one. Excellent D that time from Jones. Carter against Anthony. Dončić with the block.
And the defense of Dončić looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
The pass to Carmelo. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Kirilenko the pass to Kuzi. Anthony on the double team. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside Anthony. Back to Dončić. Pass to Anthony. Can they get it? Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 4.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebounding.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day.
Atlanta with the ball. The Pacers making the shot. Dončić passes to Carmelo. It's stolen by Carter. Kicks it out to Jones. And the Pacers another three.
Well, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Anthony. Boy, he was something else against Boston.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Carter for three. Rebound Atlanta. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Jones after Luka Dončić's bucket. Outside, Jones. There's the dish to Yao. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kuzi's got his second basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Carter against Anthony. Over Carter. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Anthony's got 10.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Kuzi. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And Kuzi showing you a nice-looking mid-range shot when he's in rhythm from here. The defense is toast with butter and jelly.
Here's Jaren. They trail by 7. Here's Dončić. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's Kirilenko. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you've got to love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokić, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Trae Young. The Atlanta trails by 8. And here is Dončić. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Celtics in Boston.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Kuzi. He has 6. Carter for 3. And it's Jokić with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Dončić kicks to Jokić. Deep 2 from Anthony. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, whiffs on that.
And Vince Carter with the slam.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive, an efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Now here's Anthony. 10 points for him. Good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Kirilenko. 6-point lead. It's stolen by Anthony. On the wing, Dončić. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Dončić has got 8 points.
Well, you know, it's clear that Dončić is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Young. The Pacers making the shot. Basket counts.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
And the Hawks with possession here. The Pacers making the shot. Back to Young. Fires from the wing. Kept alive. Anthony starts with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's McDaniel. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Hawks. 6-point game. Iguodala, that's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Carter against Anthony. Carter, the pass to McDaniel. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Robinson's checked in for Carter. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Camby. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead. Here's Francis. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver. Right side Robinson. 17-foot shot on the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To the inside, Young. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Francis, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Robinson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala. Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Lamar Odom is checked in for Atlanta. Robinson hits them both. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Denver. Outside Fournier. Shoots over Starks. Here's Camby. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Camby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Robinson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And that one drops.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Camby passes to Young. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Young's got his third basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Francis. Back to Starks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Donaldson. And he banks in the layup. Donaldson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here is Young. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. The Hawks working the ball around. And that one, good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Outside Robinson. Passes it to Francis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Hawks, Bogdanovich comes in for Lamar Odom. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack him.
Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw good, Iguodala.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
And it's tied up with that one. Indiana's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Francis, defended by Young. To the left wing. Here's Robinson, banked in off the glass. Robinson's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center and Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pacers out in front, leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
The Hawks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Trae Young is out there with J.J. Redick, and there's Iguodala. And it's Camby, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And that one's good, Francis.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The Atlanta trails by 4. Now Young. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Francis passes to Donaldson. To the middle. Fires it up. Camby with the block. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Superior focus from the journeyman there. I mean, Redick, adept at staying with this shot through contact on the drive.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Redick. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young with the ball. 8 points for him. Camby passes to Young, and that one is good. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Francis, defended by Young. Pass to Robinson. Here's McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. With the shot. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta. The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Timeout called the Pacers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Boy, I tell you what, Dončić plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
That free throw good from Dončić.
And I remember when Dončić was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Dončić? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Kuzi. 6 points for him. Left side, Kirilenko. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Dončić.
Oh, the lightning quickness, the cool demeanor. Just no one works harder at the game of basketball than Jones. He's always in shape and always ready to make a play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. And the shot goes down. Anthony's got 14 points.
Tell you what, for a young player, Dončić has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
The pass to Kirilenko. And it's Jokić with the rebound. Jokić has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Tell you what, very few players have the playmaking ability of Luka Dončić. This guy is special with his vision and passion.
Here's Jones. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Atlanta leading by 4. Dončić passes to Carmelo. For the 3. That's good from Dončić on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Kuzi. 6 points for him. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Young. Back to Kirilenko. Indiana moving it around. Jones, that's for 2. And it's Jokić with the rebound. Jokić has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jones, the pass to Carter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
For Indiana, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Anthony. 14 points for him. On the wing, Dončić. And they double up Dončić. Jackson. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 6th assist on the night.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Dončić against Jones. Passes to Kuzi. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
For Indiana, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Atlanta leading by 5. And here is Anthony. 14 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Yao Ming.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter. That's superb.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Anthony. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Kuzi. 8 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Dončić. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Kirilenko, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Inside. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kirilenko.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Jokić. To the paint. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Pacers trail by 5. Kuzi passes to Yao. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Jokić. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokić. So it's the Pacers now. That one good for 2. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead. Atlanta calls timeout. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Dončić. He's got a claim in the final place in the Eastern Conference starting lineup. He's 5th in fan voting.
And it's been a season to remember for him so far. And it'll only get better if he can hang on to that starting spot for All-Star Weekend.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Goes up off the inbound. Oh, and the jam by Anthony. Now Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Here's Kuzi. Out to Kirilenko. From about 16. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Jaren. He had 13 points in the win against Boston. And again, it's Atlanta.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And there's the pass to Jones. And Indiana, another 3.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Pass to Jokić. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. Jokić has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Kuzi. Sweet little floater. Kuzi's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, such a feel shot there, the floater.
Chioza passes to Odom. Now Jokić. Outside Odom. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Anthony. Pass to Jaren. Just 4 to shoot. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Pass to Kuzi. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Odom.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Robinson drives in. That's tipped. A nice shot by Bogdanović. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Francis passes to Robinson. Nice D from Odom. Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And Bogdanović, the bucket on the assist by Odom. Bogdanović has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-5 run. Fournier, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The Hawks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Starks checked in for Indiana. And that one falls for Fournier.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
Robinson down low. Odom on him. Indiana again missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Chiozza. The shot, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Francis. He's covered by Bogdanović. To the wing on the left. And Robinson wide open. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Atlanta. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court for Indiana, they've got Andre Kirilenko, also Yao out there. Carter is out there with Jones, and it's Kuzi in at the point, but they recover it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Jones with it, guarded now by Jackson. The pass to Kuzi. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Jaren. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Jaren's got 7 points.
they're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Carter with the bucket.
Tell you what, this is what you want from your point guard. Cousy just knows when his guys are wide open.
And Dončić, here we go. Another three for Atlanta.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pacers trail by 18. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Carter for 3. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. And slam dunk by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Here's Cousy. He's got 10. Outside, Jones. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The shot's good from Yao. And so Dončić will bring it up for the Hawks. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 15.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pacers trail by 20. Cousy passes to Yao. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
And that one falls for Yao. Atlanta leading by 17. Dončić with it. He's got 15. Down low, Jackson. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Dončić has got 9 assists now tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Kirilenko. Inside, here's Cousy. And the rejection by Jackson. 2 points. That one goes. Now, here's Dončić. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Outside, Anthony. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Dončić finds Anthony. From past the arc. And it's Dončić. That time on the assist by Anthony. Dončić has got 5 points in the quarter. Pacers trail by 17. Cousy passes to Yao. Jones against Dončić. Back to Yao. Passes it to Cousy. Looking for Kirilenko. He gets it there. And the rejection by Jackson. And that one's good. Jaren's got 12 in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. A moment to check out Luka Dončić here. He's been dominant over the last month. First in shooting percentage, second in scoring, and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Cousy passes to Kirilenko. Now trying to get open, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pacers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. throw good, Kirilenko. And both free throws good for Kirilenko. Atlanta leading by 17. Here's Jaren. He's got 12. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Here's Carter. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Dončić passes to Carmelo. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's Kirilenko. Rebound by Anthony.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Dončić with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Indiana's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Kuzi passes to Yao, and Yao slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, you got to keep Yao Ming out of the paint. Guy is just too big and too strong and has too good a touch to let him catch it that close.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. A shot by Starks, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here is Anthony. 27 points for him. And that one's good, Jaren.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Carter outside to end the run. Offensive rebound, Robinson. And the rejection by Jackson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Starks outside. Pass to Robinson. And no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Jaren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Starks. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Francis. He's got 8. There's the pass to Starks. Shoots. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Luka Dončić at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Dončić.
There's an awful lot to like about Dončić, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
All free throws good from Dončić.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Dončić passes to Anthony. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Donaldson. Jackson against Robinson. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Starks. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And so it's Bogdanović who brings up the ball for Atlanta. It's Young on the wing. Back to Bogdanović. And that one is off. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's McDaniel. He's covered by Bogdanović. Passes it to McDaniel.
Defensively, you know, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
Now Young. He's got 10.
Pacers foul ball. Xavier McDaniel. That's his second personal.
Redick dishes to Young. A three from Bogdanović. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Starks up top, covered by Redick. It's good. Starks has got 4 points in the quarter. Atlanta's shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Iguodala backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. A minute 50 left in the third. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A big athletic combo guard. Starks loves to score, but also more than willing to make the extra pass.
Robinson against Iguodala. And here's Young from the arc. Here's Camby. McDaniel grabs the miss. Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Donaldson. Rejected by Camby. They get it back. McDaniel the pass to Francis. Just 5 on the clock. Over Young. And another shot. And to get open is Robinson. 50 seconds left in the third. They shoot again. Donaldson the pass to Robinson. And at last, they get one to fall.
Assistant, James Donaldson.
14 points for Robinson. Young with the ball. He's got 10. Now here's Camby. Pass to Redick. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Redick's got 6 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Evan Fournier.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. There's the 3. No good there. And so it's Atlanta with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Okay, you gotta win this quarter. Listen, defend without fouling early. Okay, defend without fouling early. All right, and we get it out and we run.
Well, Coach McMillan, you can tell, pleading with his guys not to pick up any silly fouls.
Man, can't afford it right now, Kevin. Have to play smart from this point on.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Bogdanovich out there with Iguodala. And it's Young, then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Cambion at the 5 spot.
Jokić. Shields.
Here's Donaldson. Good defense by Jokić.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Iguodala, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And good that time. Here's Chioza. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Good on both. The Pacers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's the teardrop. And Van Vliet lays it in. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Anthony, and the pass to Jokić. And Jokić slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dončić is checked in.
Into the lineup for Atlanta. Luka Dončić.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Pass to Christie. And it's off from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. To the paint. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
To the middle. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Here's Jokić. They get it back. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 12 points in just the second half.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability. One of the best in the business.
Chalk up 2 there.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Here's Dončić. And Dončić throws it down.
Big time flush by Dončić. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Here's Christie. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish. We would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
Yes.
I don't think that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And you could just see the foot speed was an issue for the defender there as he just sails in for the layup.
Free throw good. Christie.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
With some arc, and Van Vliet finishes inside. 6 points for Fred Van Vliet.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Jackson has the open look. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Stripped away. And they're on the break. On up the court. And Jokić throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The Pacers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drops in the tray. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Christie the pass to Donaldson. Here's Christie. Van Vliet left side. Rebound Atlanta. Jokić has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Pacers. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Van Vliet brings the double team. Fires from deep. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Kirilenko. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony drives in. And they double up Dončić to the inside. Jokić, another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
And the basket by Kirilenko.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. And here is Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Kirilenko kicks to Van Vliet. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hawks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Jackson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
The shot's good from Christie.
And the 3-point shot of Christie, so dangerous, a very capable shooter when the D gives him space.
To the middle. Here's Anthony. Good. And the assist goes to Dončić. Anthony's got 42 in the game.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Passes to Christie. Takes the 3. Kept alive by Indiana. Here's Donaldson. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Dončić with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Dončić. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Christie. Takes a 3. Indiana with a new shot clock. Here's Donaldson. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Inside. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Christie. Rebound Atlanta. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And they double up Dončić. Here's Jackson. The Pacers pull it in. Now the pass to Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Jaren passes to Anthony. He kicks it to Dončić. The feed now to Jackson. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And by getting a victory in the final game of the year between these two, they will have saved themselves some embarrassment, ending with a record of 1-2 in their season series against the Pacers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
The Pacers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Anthony gets double teamed. And Jokić with the basket on the assist by Anthony.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Good on the triple.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Van Vliet with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, this is who Dončić is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Paul, you guys dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of the adjustments you made?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. You know, we're starting to use our hands. You know, a team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, you know, taking away their airspace.
Well, the defensive fundamentals got you through this one tonight, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.